Hi, my name is Graham Wallis and I'm a solicitor at Wallis Solicitors Limited. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to talk a little bit today about the procedures when a matter comes to court. So typically a matter in the criminal courts begins with a police investigation. Police officers frequently will arrest the suspect, take them to the police station and interview them under caution. Following interview, the suspect will either be released with no further action, may be given a police caution, may be told to come back to the police station on another day, potentially to be interviewed again, or may be charged. Now, if they're charged, the first criminal court that any suspect appears in is always the magistrate's court. Regardless of how serious a matter is, a criminal court matter will always start in the magistrates. The magistrates' courts are presided over typically by 3 lay magistrates. So these are not qualified lawyers. They are people who have volunteered to give up their time freely to act as magistrates. Most cases are settled in the magistrates' court. So most matters, for example, common assault, Section 5 Public Order Act, most forms of criminal damage will be dealt with in the magistrates' court. And typically, the magistrates' court's sentencing powers are limited to no more than 6 months imprisonment. There are some instances where magistrates can impose up to 12 months custody. Those instances would be where there are 2 or more either way offences appearing before them at the same time. More serious cases go on from there to the Crown Court. The Crown Court is presided over by a judge, normally a circuit judge, but the issue of guilt or innocence is determined not by a judge but by 12 ordinary people referred to as a jury. And it is the jury that decides whether a person is guilty or not guilty. The purpose of the judge is to preside over any trial, make sure that the law is followed, give directions to the jury. If there is a conviction, then it is the judge who passes sentence. Crown courts can also be used to appeal decisions of the magistrates' court. And decisions of the Crown Court can be appealed to the Court of Appeal and ultimately to the Supreme Court in London. So every case will always start in the magistrates. Most cases will have preceded that through a police investigation in the police station. And the most serious cases go on to be heard at the Crown Court.